Yeah, and so with each, so we know there's our blood, there's heart rate, right? So for a healthy subject, your heart has to beat how fast of a rate? Do you guys know?
72.
72, yeah, ish, yes. About 72 beats per minute.
Not 60.
60 years, 60 is within the healthy range as well. 60, 72, that's all healthy range per minute. Now, how does your heart know to beat that many beats per minute? There's a reason, right? There's a pace. Yeah?
The cells in the heart, they communicate with electricity. So I think the brain sends electrical signal, and the heart themselves know what it means. So they they expand and get smaller in the same rhythm.
So you think it's the signal starts from the brain? The brain tells the heart
I think so.
how fast. What do you think?
Deswegen können Jonathan mit Sinusknoten. Sinus, was ist Knoten auf Englisch? Not.
Knoten? Knoten oder was?
Ja.
Not.
Sinus, not? No? Wie heißt denn?
Sorry. So,
There's some little organ or something else in near of your heart or at your heart that gives this electrical signal.
Exactly.
And we say Sinusknoten.
Okay. All right. I think you're right with that. Or explain. You guys will see who's right. Okay. So you say there is this thing in your brain that tells your heart to beat.
And
as
just
much. And you say there's something in your heart that starts all these electrical signals. Okay. Now, as we go on, you will see who is right. Yeah. And okay. So basically, what happens in your heart is that with your heart contracts and relaxes. Your chamber, the four chambers, it contracts and relaxes. As it contracts, as it relaxes, whenever it relaxes, the blood coming in. So when it relaxes, the chamber becomes bigger, okay, and then the blood can come in. When it contracts, it wants to like shrink, it compresses, right? There's this pressure from the muscle of your heart chamber. It compresses to pump the blood out of that chamber. Yeah. So you are pumping the blood out and allowing the blood in through every contraction and relaxation of the chamber. Now, this relaxation and contraction is every beat. With every beat, you're contracting and relaxes. Okay. So how does the heart chambers know when to contract, when to relax? It's all governed by the memory potential. So you guys talk about like, oh, there's this electrical signals in the heart cells, and what is this electrical signal exactly? You guys know what action potential is? Have you learned about it? Yeah. So action potential, basically, with every cell, it will have memory. The cell has a memory. Okay. And with every here. So let's say this is a cell. Yeah. And then there's ions flowing in and out of a cell all the time in your body. There's different kinds of ions. In heart, the ions that we're concerned about, the main players are calcium, Ca, potassium, K, and then sodium, Na. These are the three major ions in your heart cells, and they constantly flow in and out of the heart cells. So you know these are ions, they all carry charge, right? As it flows in and out of the cell, the charge inside and outside the heart cell is going to change, right? Because there's basically all these electrical particles, all these charged particles in and out. And therefore, as it goes in and out of the cell, the charge inside of the cell compared to outside is going to change. When you have a charge difference, inside and outside, you have a potential difference, right? And that's the membrane potential. That's known as membrane potential. And that's the electrical signal. So when you graph membrane potential here, and as a time axis, here this graph, it shows how the membrane potential changes for the ventricle, the left ventricle, when it contracts. Yeah. So this particular graph. So how does it work? Basically, if we look at, let's say it starts from here. We're looking at 100 microsecond here. And it's a zero space. Basically, at this time, you have a lot of potassiums in, and you have sodium.